this is Melissa and Janice with Beautifully Broken Authentically You Ministries. We are going to have a conversation. Janice is going to lead us.
I am leading.
Lead the way, Janice. What are we talking about?
It's kind of along the lines of all the things we've been going through.
Okay.
Processing, learning how to practice processing. I wanted to read a scripture because we're also good at that. Joel 3:14, New Living Translation. Thousands upon thousands are waiting in the valley of decision. There, the day of the Lord will soon arrive.
Okay.
I love that. It really stuck out to me today because I feel like everybody can relate to being in a valley of decision.
Mm-hmm.
We can be waiting for something. We could be praying for something. We could be like asking all the questions. How, when, where, when, all the stuff. Why?
Yeah.
And
why? Why is the question?
Yes, why is always the question. And it by itself is a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it really stuck out to me today because it says thousands and thousands. That means it's not just me, it's not just you, it's a lot of people. A lot of people are always asking why.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what really stuck out to me the most was Valley of Decision. You've heard of the mountaintops and you've heard of the valleys. The valleys is where you go through it and you learn how to climb to the top.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to just say it's poetic, but to also ask, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's always, I think it's great to know that we're not alone.
Mm-hmm.
And that there are people having to make decisions in every day. And, but the awesome thing that I think about is how God is present in everybody's situation.
Mm-hmm.
And even though there's thousands and upon thousands of people making decisions in the valley, God's with us, waiting for, like helping us, growing us to get to the mountaintop.
Yes, and it reminds me also of like how his feet guides us, right? Like,
yeah,
his feet sometimes carries us there. And so I guess part of what this scripture means to me is kind of what we had already discussed, but I want to ask a different question in a different way is, what do you think brings comfort or peace in the moments where we're in the valley?
remembering the things that God has done to get us out, to just reminding us that we're not alone. And we're not alone. We're not, like, he's still with us. He was with us before. He's going to be with us now.
Yeah.
He's going to be with us in the future.
That's true.
Like, and just like repeating processes, repeating promises back and forth to,
so God's faithfulness of how he's gotten us before and how he's not about to leave us now.
Yeah. And I honestly like to hear, like, in these moments, I also love to hear testimonies from other people, like how they have gone through similar situations or what's gotten them through. But we have to remember that we are different and we're on a different journey. So the way we get through is not going to be the same that somebody else does. But it does give us encouragement. Yes.
I love that. So one last question, and if you don't have an answer, that's okay. But what would you tell your past self if you were struggling with something? Like, what do you know now that you wish you could tell yourself back then?
That it's not to panic, but to pray. And to remember. Well, like sometimes I feel like that's a hard question because I'm not the same,
right,
that I used to be.
Right. But if you, like, know how you were back then, so what would have stuck out to you, even in your struggle to believe?
Hard question. Very hard question. Because I truly believe that everything that's happened in my life has shaped me to be who I am today. So I know that I'm not going to respond in the same way.
That is accurate. And that's kind of where I was going. Because for me, if I had heard my future self tell me, "Oh, just trust," like it would pretty much just be like a seed that was planted, and you don't know that it's growing.
Right.
But so was everybody else planting seeds,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I would not have responded the same way as I would today.
Right.
But I think that's always an interesting question.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't respond. I probably would never respond any differently than I had. I don't know. It is a really difficult question because I just sometimes like you're just like going through the motions and you're like, I
Yep.
need to get through this. I need to get through this, and you don't do, like I personally don't dwell on anything. I just make this. I just go.
Yeah.
Just go with it. And and scripture does tell us like we should not really like think about things too much because if we do,
not
then
worry
we're
about
not.
tomorrow.
Yeah, and if we do think about things too much, we're likely not to make that step forward.
That's true.
So I guess I would tell myself, just keep going forward.
Yeah.
The best that you know how to, just keep doing it. Just keep going forward.
I love that answer. I love that. Well, what would you do, and what would you tell your younger self? And what do you think of the valley? Are you in a struggle right now? Tell us. We want to hear. We want to walk alongside you. So tell us what's up.
Yes.